Okay, so for our deep dive today, we're going to look at a single piece of hardware, but it's one that I think really acts as a shortcut to understanding the demands of modern high-stakes live video production. We're diving into the Datavideo PTC-305T 4K PTZ camera, and we're asking, how do we kill cable clutter and how do we get truly intelligent automation?
And that second question is only even possible because the technical foundation is just so solid. I mean, you're looking at a native 4K camera. It supports a resolution of 2160p at 60 frames per second.
And that 60p is critical.
It's so critical. It's not just for a pretty static image. It means the camera can handle fast motion, whether that's sports or, a quick zoom across a stage. It just minimizes that motion blur.
Right. That's a key distinction. But here's where it really changes the installation game for me. HDBaseT. So what is the T in the model name actually buying us when we're on site?
It's buying you simplicity
Okay.
and efficiency. HDBaseT, I mean, this is the strategic play for any large-scale install. And what's fascinating here is that one single standard Cat6 cable now transmits the four essentials. Four. Yep. The uncompressed video signal, your full control signal, power over Ethernet, and this is the powerful IE 802.3 RITS standard, and even the critical tally light information.
Wait. So you're telling me you're getting rid of three often bulky separate cables and replacing them with just one standard Ethernet run?
Exactly.
For a large venue, that's not just simplifying setup. That's radically cutting down on labor and troubleshooting.
Precisely. So if we've solved the cable headache, the next barrier to, let's say, a minimal staff production is automation. And that brings us to, I think, its most impressive feature, custom auto object tracking.
Okay, because this has to avoid that, typical robotic PTZ jumpiness we've all seen, where a camera tries to track motion but just gets confused by a desk or someone walking into the shot.
And that's exactly what it's designed to solve. This is truly intelligent tracking because it addresses that interference. So if you're filming a panel, for example, the user can designate only one person to follow.
Just one.
Just one.
Yeah.
And the camera's algorithm is then specifically designed to ignore everything else. Desks, other people moving, changes in light. It just keeps the focus locked on your target.
That's automation you can actually trust.
Mm-hmm.
That's a huge workflow enhancement. Okay, so what about agility? We're talking 20x optical zoom, but then also 16x digital zoom. I always get concerned there. Don't you start to compromise that amazing 4K quality when you rely on digital zoom?
That's a totally fair challenge. And look, the 20x optical zoom is your high-fidelity lossless reach. That's what you want to use. The 16x digital is more of an extension for those unexpected moments when you absolutely must punch in.
Right.
The camera has such a strong optical foundation to begin with and a larger 11.8-inch CMOS sensor, so its image quality is already strong, which gives you better headroom before that digital scaling becomes soft.
And the physical movement is impressive too, right? Panning 300 degrees, broad tilt. But 255 presets, that feels like overkill.
It sounds like it until you realize this camera might be used for a church service in the morning, a corporate meeting at noon, and a theater show at night.
Got it.
Those presets let you pre-program everything for each event. Shot compositions, tracking speeds, different targets, all ready for instant recall.
So once that image is captured, how does it play with the wider ecosystem? It seems built for maximum compatibility.
It truly is. You've got everything. HDMI 2.0, professional 3G SDI, HDBaseT, and standard IP. But crucially, it supports dual stream output, H.264 or H.265 compression. This is essential for any kind of hybrid production.
Okay, explain that benefit. Why do I need two streams running at once?
So think of it this way. You can use the main high-resolution stream up to full 4K to feed a huge screen inside the venue for the people right there.
For the in-person audience.
Exactly. And at the very same time, the second stream, which is much lower bandwidth, can be pushed directly to YouTube or Facebook or DV Cloud.
So you're serving both audiences at once with no secondary encoder in the workflow.
You got it.
And finally, control. You've got everything from old-school serial ports to a friendly web UI. The fact that it's TAA compliant also says something about who this is for, doesn't it?
It really does. TAA compliance means it meets the strict requirements to be sold to, say, U.S. federal agencies. It's an assurance of security and where it's made.
So what does this all mean for you, the listener? The PTC-305T really integrates that high-end resolution, single cable simplicity, and intelligent automation that's designed to take human error out of those repetitive tasks.
And here's where it gets really interesting to me. The whole discussion of custom auto object tracking, it raises a really important question.
Okay.
When hardware becomes this sophisticated, this good at avoiding interference, How does that fundamentally shift the necessary skill set for the operator?
Right. What's their new job?
Is it less about minute manual control and more about being, I don't know, an advanced configuration specialist, someone who just designates the target and sets the rules? Think about that shift, that change in labor as this tech becomes standard.